Have you ever wondered what it really takes to create the fastest machines on Earth? Not just cars, but a four-wheeled rocket, a beast born from science, sweat, and impossible dreams. Today, we're going behind the scenes to discover how a Formula One car is built from a spark of an idea to a monster that conquers the track. Let's get started. A Formula One car doesn't begin its life on the track. It starts inside an engineering office. Hundreds of engineers, designers, and aerodynamic specialists spend months making sure the car is not only fast, but also safe. On computer screens, thousands of lines of code, 3D models, and endless simulations come alive. But it's not just about raw speed. The team has to think about how the car will take corners, how it will cut through the wind, how the engine will handle extreme heat, while regular cars might take years to develop. F1 teams create fresh designs every single season. That's why each car is like a living piece of engineering art. And it doesn't all stay on computer screens. Wind tunnel tests with scale models help fine-tune every curve and angle. A small tweak in a wing's angle can make all the difference at 200 miles per hour. This is where dreams start turning into reality. The heart of a Formula One car is its balance of lightness and strength. That's why the most important material used is carbon fiber. Stronger than steel, but lighter than aluminum, it forms the backbone of the chassis. But carbon fiber is no ordinary material. Tiny thread-like fibers are layered, coated with resin, and baked in ovens at extreme heat. What comes out are panels that are tough as rock, but light as a feather. Imagine this: a single Formula One car requires tons of carbon fiber to be produced. And the production is so precise that even the smallest mistake could compromise safety. Every single piece is measured down to microns, tested and retested. That's why this material is considered the crown jewel of motorsport engineering. In Formula One, the motor isn't just a motor. It's called the power unit because it combines an internal combustion engine, a turbocharger, and hybrid electric systems. These engines are insanely powerful. From just a tiny 1.6-liter V6, they produce nearly 1,000 horsepower. To put that in perspective, your average family car makes around 120 horsepower. An F1 engine, almost 10 times that. But generating that much power pushes the limits of durability. At full speed, the engine can reach temperatures close to 2000 F, about 1000 C. To survive, parts are made from aerospace-grade metals you won't find in everyday industry. And here's the cool part: every manufacturer, Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, Renault, has their own unique approach. That's why F1 isn't just a race between drivers, it's a race between entire engineering philosophies. Once all the pieces are ready, it's time for assembly. But this is nothing like a regular car factory. There's no mass production line here. Everything is handcrafted, measured with insane precision. Every bolt, every screw, every connection is specially designed. In fact, a single bolt on an F1 car can cost thousands of dollars. Because it has to survive extreme stress at 220 miles per hour. The assembly stage feels like an orchestra. The chassis, engine, suspension, steering, braking systems, electronics, all of them are carefully put together. When it's complete, what you see is not just a car, but a machine that pushes the very limits of human knowledge. One of the biggest secrets to an F1 car's speed is aerodynamics, the way air flows around the car. The front wings, rear spoilers, small fins, and even the shape of the mirrors determine how well the car sticks to the ground. Because speed alone isn't enough. Without downforce, the car would just slide off in corners. Teams spend millions developing these aerodynamic parts. They test them in wind tunnels, simulate them with supercomputers, and analyze every tiny angle. Sometimes, the smallest piece you see on the car is the result of months of intense research. Even when the car is fully built, the job isn't done. A machine that looks perfect on paper might behave differently on track. That's why testing begins. First, factory checks are carried out. Are the electronics stable? Do the brakes respond correctly? Does the engine sound healthy? Then comes the real deal: track testing. The drivers take the car out for its first laps. Here, every fraction of a second counts. Engineers study data from hundreds of sensors: engine temperature, tire wear, brake balance. Sometimes a tiny issue can take weeks to solve, but eventually, the car is born in its truest form, on the track, flying at impossible speeds. A Formula One car is not just a machine. It's the sum of human creativity, skill, and passion. Every race we watch is the result of thousands of hours of hard work, teamwork, and sacrifice. And here's the beauty. No two cars are ever truly the same. Every piece, every detail is unique. That's why Formula One is more than just a sport, it's a showcase of engineering as an art form. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like the video. See you in another video. Take care.